What's up, folks? StugeGG here with my third installment of Wat Dis, where I give you a brief overview of a game and then show you some basic demo gameplay of it. In this installment, we are looking at Savage Resurrection, which came out in August 2016, about a week and a half before I'm recording this. It is a RTS FPS hybrid, published and developed by S2Games. Essentially, it's a game that is 16 versus 16 on, I think there's 3 or 4 different maps available right now, probably more to come in the future, where you have one person that plays as the commander who controls base building, has a top-down view of the map, and can issue orders, do research and stuff like that. And then there's 15 soldiers who, spawn in, and when they die, they, spend money to respawn. But they kind of do the footwork. They can see like the orders that the commander gives and things like that, but they don't do any base building themselves. They can help, help with the construction once the person puts down that building. They can help repair, collect resources, and stuff like that. But their main job is killing the other guys and taking out their base. The objective of each game being to take out the other team's base. There are 2 factions within the game. A quick look here, and they do actually have a couple of videos that show you just the basics of how to play. The 2 teams are Human and Beast. In terms of how they play, the main difference between the 2 is that humans kind of specialize more in long-range weaponry. I would say their melee is not quite as strong as the Beast, and their right-click is a block, where the Beast right-click is a dash. So humans can block incoming damage and stagger the person attacking them. If they block the person that's attacking them from the front, the Beast team can kind of jump around. So their counter for block is they can wait until the person has to bring their block down or do 2 quick jumps and end up behind them and hit them from behind. Besides that, they obviously have different named buildings that do different things. But the main thing is you've got your home base, which you then use to build different buildings. You can kind of see the trees here. As you build the Stratus Shrine, that allows you to research and unlock these other types of weapons. Each person that spawns, you'll see there's different units as well as siege units. Each unit that spawns can start with a basic weapon for free. Crossbow is one of the first that you can research. Hunting bow is the default, and melee is always the same. One difference that kind of there is the beasts have the ability to improve their melee. For humans, their upgrades are pretty much just to getting different ranged weapons. Also, extra use things like medkits, ammo packs, landmines. Both teams have those kind of things. But before I get too much into just showing you all this, we're actually going to show you what different modes you can actually play in. Basically, there's what's essentially just bots. You can take you and your Steam party in and just play. I believe I can't remember if it's 8 on 8 or 10 by 10. You'll see here in a second. That just lets you try out what exactly the game is. Then there's standard mode, which is the full 16 against 16, but the AI is always going to be the commander. So it won't be a human commander controlling the teams. And this can be a little bit annoying just because the AI is not perfect. Once you've played 5 standard mode games, that unlocks advanced mode, which lets you have human commanders. It says it's for experienced players and it's the highest level. It's the way it's meant to be played. You have the ability to vote up your commander. If you think he's doing a bad job, you can impeach him and vote somebody else in. Clicking the find match here will just randomly put you in a game that meets your criteria. You can also open your game list and find a whole plethora of games available. Official servers, you'll see, US, EU with numbers. You can also make your own practice matches that people can be invited into. So if you have 5 friends that are playing it, you don't want to, worry about all doing joining the same match and trying to get on the same team. You can make your own match. You can even just do it U5 versus 5 AI if you want to. You have a bunch of different options. Sorry, I guess there's 5 maps. Sorry for saying 3 or 4 before. But you can, start a new one, put a bunch of different options you want on here, pick your different maps, make it 12v12 all the way from 1v1 to 16v16. See if you want advanced competitive. Gun game, I'm actually not 100% sure what that is, but there's a bunch of different options here. Or things that count towards achievements and your ranking overall, that's limited to advanced mode, I believe. And then, you wouldn't want to use custom, you'd want to use official competitive. You can also do official casual, that also counts towards it, but you can't have your human commander then. Pick that, you can pick if there's bots. You can be human versus beast, In the official games, that's your only option. If you do a custom, you can switch up to human versus human, beast versus beast. Let's back out of here, and we will hop in. Actually, I'm not going to bother showing you too much profile, but you can check. You can see my stats aren't great. I haven't had perfect luck, but there's achievements. I'll show you a bit of that later. We're going to hop into a bot game. I'll show you the quick basics, then we'll fast forward to the end of this kind of game and see. We'll go with the humans here. You see, if you're spawning in as an actual unit who's going to be doing the fighting, rather the commander, you'll pick your class. These are unlocked as more research comes in. You'll see the Nomad's free. The loadout cost is gold. So there's your current gold. Right now, I've only got 1,000, so I couldn't, if I already had this research, I wouldn't be able to afford these. But you pick your guy, what weapon. Right now, we only have the hunting bow, which is free. See, my AI commander's already researching the crossbow. We're going to take over for him pretty shortly. But everything costs money, and that's communal money. So if you want to be, you know, a legionnaire with a marksman bow and all this, you're going to take a ton of your team's money, which caps out at 10,000. So you could, you know, spend 10,000 on that guy, and their next guy who tries to spawn might not have money to buy anything. So you have to be careful about how you actually do this. We're going to go ahead and request command here.
Ready to command.
You see, now I've got this top-down overhead view. I can select specific players. These buffs unlock as we get new things. You'll see you have the ability to take one of your guys and make his weapons more lethal, give him a shield so he absorbs more damage, give him adrenaline, which makes him run faster, and scout, which is actually just me picking an area on the map, and I can see that for a bit. Your main thing here is your stronghold. You can upgrade it, which it looks like the AI had already done for me. That unlocks a unit as well as gives you more build options. You can issue different orders. You'll see attacker orders. I can tell them specific things to do. So it's mainly for AI, but it would also go out to human players to let them know what's up. My voice chat might be going in game here. But you'll see, in addition to that, you've got defender orders. Same kind of thing. You can tell them to farm gold, farm redstone. I'll explain what redstone is here shortly. Back out of that. And then you have special ops as well, which you can tell, like, same kind of things. Destroy, try to place sensors, which are like wards that let you see areas, attack specific units, stuff like that. In addition, you'll see T, G, and H. Will let you put a waypoint down, T, G, H. So I would be telling these guys this is where I want them to go to, essentially. If I wanted them to kill a specific unit, I'll tell them to attack that unit. Defenders, you know, you'll want to leave kind of at the base. So what we're trying to do at start here is we've got redstone and gold. Like I said already, as you're spawning in as a fighter, your main resource is gold. As a commander, your main resource is redstone. See, if I want to build or research things, see, if I want to research the Savage here to make that available for my guys to spawn as, it's going to cost 600 redstone. You'll see my amount of redstone is in the top left here. I've actually got 3,900. We'll go ahead and get that started. Then we'll also want to start building. If we had idle workers, we got a couple guys just sitting here. We can tell them to go find this, or you know, we can tell them to just gather. They'll gather whatever, stuff like that. But let's back out here. Whoop. Click on that. So build menu, you can see there's shortcuts for all this. It's Z, or you can click down there. Now I have the option to build all these different buildings. They briefly tell you what they each do. I've already got an arsenal, which lets me, you'll see, research these different weapons. For me to research these other ones, I need to build the buildings that are detailed there. So let's back out of this real quick. Click on our stronghold so we can go back to building. We'll go ahead. Don't need a garrison yet. A garrison, if I put that somewhere, I can now spawn guys there instead. And each unit chooses where they're going to spawn. But we're going to want to build a research center.
Repair this structure.
We'll see if for the AI, they're going to automatically work to build these. I don't really need them to do that. I'll send some workers over here to build it. In addition to that, we'll also go ahead and do an electric factory. Auditorium, excuse me. So they'll quickly run over there and start helping build that. You'll see this research center now lets me research things like the med pack. I don't think I mentioned before, but redstone is not a renewable resource, I should say. So if you look on the minimap here, whoop, as I scroll too far, The flags are spawn flags. If our guys capture that, they'll be able to then spawn from there. The black triangles with the red outline are redstone nodes. The black triangles with yellow outlines are gold nodes. And the current, you'll see the battle markers on here, what I've told my guys to do. Attack there and attack here. And then the enemy base is obviously up there. So once we've exhausted this redstone mine, we'll have to move to working on some of the other ones. So that's where the AIs tends to run into actually some trouble. They forget to, save some resource, and they can only build until they run out. Obviously, I'm not going to make you watch all this. I'm going to keep building all this stuff here. And then we'll do a quick jump cut here to where I've got basically everything built and researched. And then we'll kind of show you some more and show you some of the battle. So we will be right back. Okay, so we're a little bit further in. I've actually got all research completed, I think, except a few things which look good there. You'll see I used up most of my resources. I've got a bunch of guard towers built for defense here for that. Some forward spawning points here. You'll see I kind of made a chain of guard towers to be able to get out there. Guard towers upgrade to mortar towers, so on. Workers that I lost that got rebuilt. You'll see the AI is just continually running in at me through this little area right here. So I've just got all my guys basically just sitting right there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and take over some attacking myself instead of, just letting the AI keep fighting. They're not doing so hot on their own. So we're going to hop into this battle ourselves. So we're going to give up our command. And now we have the ability to spawn. So we're going to make ourselves Legionnaire, which is one of the tougher guys. And then, actually, I'll just show you the basic Nomad and how I would have started out. And I can pick any of my spawn locations to spawn from. So I've got left click is basic melee. Apparently, oh, that's what my guys couldn't get through there. Left click is melee. Right click. Well, I can see if there's a timer on it. Hit 2. I'm now in first person mode and I've got ranged attacks. You've got stamina on the bottom left, your health, and the overall gold. See, this is the waypoint that the commander put down. My buddies running around, they're all the big guys, but doing a decent job. So my commander can... People out there, somebody. But yeah, it's shooting arrows, blocking melee. So see, my commander actually put the shield on me there, but I'm about out of health. Gold, I don't think I mentioned before, is renewable resource. So I actually got blocked there, but I was pretty low on health. Gold you get by mining it, destroying enemy players or enemy buildings, as well as neutral mobs. Neutral mobs barely give you anything, but since everyone else is spawning as a big guy, we'll spawn as a big guy. There's also healers. See, actually, a lot of my time I end up playing as a healer because it really helps out the team. We'll go big guy. I'm a big fan of the rocket launcher, through a med pack, so I can heal myself. Ammo pack, and we won't worry about it, like the landmines or anything right now, but you'll see how huge my loadout cost is. So now my teammates aren't going to be able to spawn very well. I'm going to spawn up here. Now you see, since I'm a stronger guy, I've got more hit points. I can swing this giant axe. Got my stun off from that. You'll see my guard towers here are doing a little bit of work. I'm dying very quickly. Health packs that help me out. Get my grenade launcher out so we can do work. So, kind of in the stalemate position now. We need to get over and take out the enemy team spawn. The best way to do that would actually be to use some siege vehicles, which I will show you here in a second.
Cower before the might of the Legion.
You'll see ammo also drops from guys you kill. Yeah, I probably shouldn't run in like that. You see my AI team, actually there's a ton of workers right there, so if we can take out their workers, we'll cripple their production. But you see, since I spent so much gold, actually we don't have a lot of gold to spend. So I'm probably going to have to just pick this guy. We'll just grab scattergun real quick. We're actually going to spawn here. sure we got broken. We'll come up the bottom here. So you'll see these workers are obviously mining this redstone. I can also mine. You'll see in the bottom right, I can collect up to 50 to run back to my garrison. Drop off there just to show you. Tab brings up, oh, shift tab. So you just run it and you dropped off. Tab brings up the scoreboard. Obviously, I've got the highest score because I was doing commander things. You also, so you'll see, here's what was going on. Their workers were actually trying to come grab this stuff. Oh, and they are now coming to defend their workers and kill ours. Hopefully our AI is going to change what he's going after, and we're not collecting much gold, so I might actually have to quickly take over again just to get my guys going.
The horde shall fall. Fear me, thou beasts.
Man, I'm just trying to take out the workers, but you'll see. My commander actually sped me up there so I could get there. Taking out his workers so they can't collect any more materials. I can run backwards here. If I run back to my garrison, I can quickly get a little bit more health and some more ammo. But he's popped back in there. There's a little bit of a cost to regenerate my health and refill my ammo. Respawn.
I live for the Legion.
These workers. I'm probably gonna jump ahead to something a little bit better action here. We're kind of in a bit of a stalemate. But hopefully, I will be right back and we'll be in a much better situation. Okay, so I have taken out all of the enemy sub bases basically. So now it's just the two AI commanders throwing each other, or throwing all the soldiers at each other. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out one of the siege units now. You'll see this is the 4,000 cost Doom Buggy for the humans. The beasts have a Sorcerer, I believe it's called. That just looks like a regular unit, but it basically all it does is launch projectile attacks. The 9,000 cost guys are pretty devastating for the humans. It's basically a mech suit. For the beasts, it is a just basically a giant ogre who carries a hammer. So he has to be in melee range. The mech suit has some longer range rockets, which are pretty devastating as artillery. A lot of times the cheaper guys are going to be a little bit better for you, just for the fact that you can sit back and shoot and they're more mobile. The mech, once he stops moving, he can't hit anything exactly very close to him. We're actually just going to post up and see if we can start hitting that spire. Looks like I'm coming up short. There we go. Spire taken out.
Fear me, thou beast.
See if I can take out some of these guys here as they're coming at me. So this will help me bring up my other units too. And this isn't how it would work in a regular game. But shoot, I need to move up and see if I can grab this guy's ammo. Okay. And then now that I'm out of ammo, I'm probably just gonna have to get out real quick. Collect this ammo real quick. But I can get out and then just start fighting. Which is what I'm about to do. I'm out of ammo, so I hit. Oh, I didn't hit in time. I actually jump out. But see, we did a ton of work there. I'm assuming my units are going to be able to come up. So we're probably going to be able to finish this. I'm going to show you the Kong real quick. See, when you spawn, there's nothing else you can really do for these guys. We'll just spawn them in. The spawn times are longer at this point in the game, just because as it gets longer, it makes your spawn longer. I don't think I pointed out before, but in the bottom left, you can see by the money, you can also see what level your character is. Whoop, walking the wrong way. As you level up, it gives you bonus health, bonus damage to units, and then to buildings and so on. I'm maxed out. The scoreboard, I'm usually at the top or whatever. Hopefully, we should be able to wrap this up here in a couple minutes. and then I'm just going to slice in a bunch of other gameplay from real games, so you can just kind of see how the game works. You'll probably see some bit of the beast playing there as well, because I know this was only human, but you'll see it's X to eject if I have to. I just completely messed up as I was mashing. You see, I've got more artillery as this little mech, but if something gets right on me, I have no way to blow it off. Where the car, I could move a little bit faster and shoot short range. This guy, I'm basically just, once I plant, I'm planted. I don't know if it's actually going to reach that far. So aim a little bit higher. I think I need to take a step up. So I'm holding forward right now, and it took me that long to actually start going. Take out this charge right now. A bit higher. I'm wasting all my ammo, unfortunately. There we go. So building destroyed, but you'll see, yeah, this guy will absolutely be
Power before the might of the Legion.
I got one kill, but this guy on top I'm not gonna be able to do anything with, so I just need to start throwing. Much as I can and watch my health and jump out at the opportune time. Oh, I'm missing. So I'm gonna have to jump out here in a second. Block. Nope, did not get the block. So that's the problem. My other units aren't coming up with me, so I might have to briefly switch to the other to the commander real quick. So you see the commander view of what's laid out here. Yeah, they just keep pushing down and through here. My guys aren't really doing much. They're just spawning up there and immediately running down. We might actually have to keep going. So I'm going to cut again, and then I'll show you once we get towards the victory screen. So you'll see it actually ended up pushing to sudden death over time, which I hadn't actually seen before. But basically every building just got critically damaged. And it ended up happening just as I died, as I was trying to throw some damage on their base, so I probably could have come pretty close to finishing it. I should be able to come pretty close to finishing it here if I can get around these guys. So that's a negatory. And yeah, just I'm gonna dig this thing from far away and hopefully kill it.
The horde has been
Hey, I did it. So you'll see a victory screen here. Obviously in this AI match there's not going to be much going on. It'll automatically kick to another game. You can see your scores. You can see loot drops. Did I actually get one there? A cosmetic crate. And you can see account progression if that was a thing. In this one it's obviously not, because no, this was just a practice game. We'll pop out of that server. Yeah, so obviously that AI gameplay, or me playing against the AI, wasn't very exciting. AI commanders and AI bots really couldn't finish each other off. We did get the victory, but here we're going to go ahead and splice in some various game footage of me playing in the actual competitive modes against human players and human commanders. So hope you enjoyed a little bit of gameplay here, and then I'll be back after that to wrap things up. Here we're in a fresh competitive game, and I am on the Beast team this time. I'm actually a defender, but our commander told us to go ahead and rush points. So we're going to rush to the point he's specifying here and try to help. I'm guessing he's going to build like a garrison immediately or something, and we'll just help construct it. And then we'll run from there and see how this game goes. See, right click. I use up all my stamina, so I can't, but I'll show you in a minute here. The right click on the jump for the beast. After you finish building. You see, building does give you points as well. See, we've got quick dashes like that. So our commander has employed an interesting strategy where he had us rush a few points here. Was working. Now they've actually started to push back here. We actually managed to take out all of the defensive buildings they put up over here. And now they're just kind of spawning out of that building and coming at us. So I just went in there, killed a couple workers just to try to help clear that out, but taking out their garrison slowly but surely. I'm actually going to switch to healing here, which you didn't see before.
Guard this
I
area.
can already smell the killing field.
We'll see if we can go over there and help out a bit with healing means. Run with these guys and help heal, and see what comes of that. Healing's interesting. You'll see it's kind of on like a regenerating system where I can heal that guy, and if you look at the bottom right, it's my 2 ability. It helps just bring heal back then a few seconds later.
Not diminish your fragility.
And I can also res like that. We're going to take out their garrison here in a second so they won't be able to continue spawning here. And keep healing and resing. And I died to the guard tower, but that's okay. We eliminated their spawn point there, which is very useful. Now we actually have our upgraded guys, so we can start doing a little bit more damage as well. So now we're actually going to go ahead and run with... Wow, we've got a crap ton of siege units going now. So you'll see this is the beast siege unit. Looks just like a regular unit, but he walks through and
Enemies located.
throws a bunch of purple stuff.
Support me.
Yeah, so basically now the game is we're going to sit here and try to blow these things up before they can respawn them.
Tremble at our might.
One down there. Back up here. I got taken out, but our commander ended up getting us a ton of money. And we're getting rushed right now, but we just took out a ton of their base. So now we'll end up going a little bit more attacky to kill out these humans.
We are the Horde. I was
Protect our summoners who all spawned there, and a lot of them just got taken out, but we're in very good shape. I think we have a clear advantage. We're still getting resources. They aren't. They're still getting gold, but they are not going to be getting any sort of like redstone, because we've got that just completely blocked off from... Oh, and it looks like we're actually on the base now.
Well done, comrade.
enemies located.
Supremacy.
Yeah, we're just working down their stronghold now. You'll see we've just kind of swarmed it. And yeah, just running in circles around and taking it out now. Real quick. And there's the win. Kind of ended very suddenly for a second there and didn't really give us much of a victory screen. See, I wasn't the best player by far. My count progression, points for repairing, building damage, games won, gold earned, yada yada yada. Player levels so far. Loot drops, I didn't end up getting anything. A bunch of people got some extra taunts and some cosmetic crates. You see, I think someone else above me that probably left, but I was not a ton of points. Obviously, did not a lot of kills or assists, but I did some siege and I did some building stuff like that. So there you got to see some of the basic gameplay on both sides. Obviously, I'm not the best player at it, so I'm not the perfect example, but you got to see the basic combat. Basically, WASD, right click, left click. You can zoom in on certain weapons and switch and use some, items here and there, but nothing absolutely earth-shattering, but you can probably tell if it's the kind of combat system you would like. Obviously, for melee, the humans play a little bit different with the block scenario versus the dodge and jump scenario. hopefully I showed a little bit of that in both. But really quick, I wanted to show you what the profile does show. You know, I won all the matches I played while recording this, which is super. You can see your KD. Obviously, mine's not great. You can see my accuracy, which apparently puts me in Division 2. I'm not 100% sure if that's good or not. Division 2 should be up here, even though that says 4. So how it progresses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's really color scheme. So you see I've got above gold, I think that's magma, and then something else. But per minute, I'm gold. Obviously my kill death, I'm not perfect, I'm silver. Whatever, what are you going to do? And I haven't actually played a commander in the main game, but my accuracy isn't terrible. So you can track stuff like that. You can see different badges you can earn, different achievements, your stats with every kind of weapon, accuracy, how much time you've actually spent using that, how much time you spent on each different kind of character, what your accuracy is with each of those. And then leaderboards, you can see where you match up in terms of kills, score per minute, and skill rating. Obviously, I'm 7,800. I'm not amazing, but apparently I'm top 1,000 in score per minute. Even though mine's not that high, I'm assuming some of these guys aren't fully possible. But I'm gold in score per minute. Hey, why not? So it's Astral, okay, is the other one, and Molten. Okay. But Molten is something, and skill rating's not in yet. But you see some basic stuff there, stats there, which a lot of them you see on the home page too here. Your different pins, how many games you've won, and what that means. Basically, I'll just show you really quick what the cosmetic crates are. I know I showed that I got one in that bot game. Let me grab a key really quick. So you'll see real quick, I had to actually buy the keys, close out, and reopen the program. Might be a little bit of bug or whatever. But let's go ahead and try opening these crates and see what that's like. So pretty standard. It's going to spin around. My eyes are going to go blurry trying to stare at that. And let's see what I get. Purple Stalker Chrome Arms. Very good, very good. We're going to equip it. Now when I'm on the Stalker, I've got an extra thing. And let's open this other one and just see what that looks like. Use key. Maybe we'll get the Tomahawk Red or the Green Saber. Common. So one purple, one common. And we'll equip it. Why not? So there we go, a couple little extra pieces. Are they worth $2 a piece? Who knows? If you're going to absolutely love this game and it's going to turn into the next, you know, CSGO where people are spending tons of money on it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Just something else to check out. That's basically everything I want to show you guys with the game. I'm not going to necessarily give a recommendation on it. If you are into the RTS, FPS hybrid kind of game, it's definitely worth checking out. It is $20, $19.99 on Steam. It's already been on sale once when it first came out for $15. So for $20, it might not be a bad purchase if you want to try it out, if you've got that. I'm most likely going to upload a full game or two of it, just so you guys can see what that looks like as well. So keep an eye out for those. If you're on the fence, wait and maybe watch one of those and see what you like. It's a little bit hard to narrate through as you're trying to jump around and dodge, but it can be pretty fun. Something that's going to last forever, I'm not sure, but it is interesting. And there's one absolutely amazing feature in the game, which I'm going to show you here, and it comes when you actually exit out of the game. So I swear I'm not editing this in, but you'll see what happens when I exit out. But before I do, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and leave a like, share the video, or subscribe to my channel. I might throw a subscribe button maybe in this bottom right hand corner here for like the last 10 seconds. Feel free to leave comments below if you've got questions about the game. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great day. And here's what happens when you exit the game.